to move some of the animals from under the car. Oh, so we're going to try this haunted car out again today. You never know what you're going to get. Let's see a square. Kind of. Usually I can tell as soon as I put it into reverse what we're going to get. Being safe. There she is there. I don't know where Dixie went. So I've got braking in reverse, which immediately tells me the car's going to be okay, it's going to run okay. Dixie's fine, he's there. Now what I've discovered is that the car tends to run okay, provided I don't use the aircon. Now I dread to think what temperature it is inside this car. And if I open the windows you won't be able to hear me. Wow. I don't have any temperature sensor inside, so I've no idea. It's got to be over 40 degrees in the car though, for sure. See, it pulls away fine. But what I don't know is whether it's the fan, the interior fan, that's causing the problem, or whether it's the air conditioning compressor or the engine fan for the air conditioning. But something's causing a problem. I've noticed before that the internal fan inside the car, you know, for the heater or the cooler or whatever, it tends to vary in pitch, the noise of it varies. But I assumed that was dependent on the revs of the vehicle. You know, when the car was about to stall. I don't know whether it's cause or effect. But the car now is running fine, but with no air conditioning, so I'm just going to be a greasy blob. It's so hot, it's unbelievable. I don't think it's just dogs that die in hot cars, I think people can too. So I'm off to see if my friend Chris is around today. It's a bit early for him yet, it's only 20 to 2, so he doesn't normally get there till 2:30. I'll take my time. But I've got another indicator inside the vehicle that tells me what my average fuel consumption is, and I've found that this has been very important as to how the car's actually running. And while during my tests I haven't been using the air conditioning, I can see that the average fuel consumption is reducing to what what is much more normal values. So I don't really have any explanation for the fact that I can't use the air conditioning without absolutely killing the performance of the vehicle, both in terms of the vacuum and the pressure in the intake manifold. It's all over the place when I use the air conditioning. So I'm guessing it's possibly a damaged air conditioning compressor. I'm guessing. The air conditioning works pretty well, and it was topped up. The gas was topped up relatively recently, so I don't think it's low gas. And I don't see how that would do this to the car. I mean, literally, it makes it undrivable. And dangerous. So we're still trying to get over Mousey Tongue's passing. I was going to contact a few people from the channel last night, but I wasn't really capable of formulating any words, any sense, because it really got to me yesterday. Mousey Tongue was completely compos mentis. Her brain was functioning perfectly. It's just her body let her down. And when they get weak and powerless and hopeless like that, it breaks my heart. I think you need to be an animal lover to really understand that. So the car even sounds better. The brakes work a lot better now, as you would expect. There's no gronching. It's smooth. Not getting any hunting from the engine at all. It's not, I can't remember what the word is again, it surges. I'm not getting any of that now. While I've got the air conditioning off, it accelerates evenly. I'm just going to take my time though. I'm looking at the average fuel consumption and it's already dropping. Of course, when you first start the engine, when the engine's cold, if it's ever cold here, you use more fuel. So that affects the average fuel consumption calculation, but it affects it less so if you let it calculate for a long time and you do long journeys. It has less bearing on the overall average. It's falling fast. It's starting to approach what I remember it was before I started to have all the trouble. You know, it can even be something as simple as the serpentine belt being too tightly attached to very busy day today. First of all, she was off to the vets to pick up Winnie. Do you remember Winnie, the little ginger cat who lives with the inmates, and she only eats biscuits? People have sent some donations to try her with different foods. I remember Jacqueline sent some money for tuna, which Winnie had a little bit of, but we've tried her with all sorts, and she just likes the cat biscuits. That's all she wants. She's had teeth out. I think she's going to Germany next week, finally, after about 3 years. I think Pinball's going too. Once things settle in Germany, the ladies there are going to take a few more of our cats and try and rehome them from there, which is going to be much easier, I think. Some guys just don't want to go, they don't want to move. Wow, it's fascinating this. It's almost a pleasure to drive this car. From being absolutely at my wit's end when I'm driving it, because I never know what it's going to do next, to feeling comfortable and at peace. It makes a big difference. But it does also explain why it's felt to be so intermittent, because it's depended on whether I've had the fan switched on and the AC switched on, and various things that you don't really, you kind of take them for granted. Seems that I did actually manage to repair the sensor, the new sensor I bought from Amazon. No, it wasn't Amazon, it was AliExpress, and it came and it was broken. Not broken, but there was a manufacturing defect where the actual sensor itself was poking out the side of the housing, and I had to use some watchmaking tools to get it back in. It really grinds my gears when see, that's perfect. The car would have stalled before, and I used to have terrible difficulty at slow speed following people in traffic, because the car would not pick up after I started going very slowly. Now it's working just as it should. When I go back, I'm going to try various combinations of AC inside fan, and I'll be able to detect straight away what's wrong. See, I wouldn't have been able to do this slow speed manoeuvring on rough ground. The car would just have stalled, or worse than that, the engine would still be running, it would still be in gear, but it wouldn't move forward. Now it's perfect, absolutely perfect. So the ghost in the car hasn't been exercised, but maybe he's taking a rest. Who knows? Right guys, see you later. Bye.